Next is the standing committee reports. And this is another new communication thing that we've been doing at all our township committee meetings this year, that we are asking the standing committees if they do have anything to report to let the public know what they're working on. So as usual, we'll start with Mr. Geoffrey at the end.
Thank you, Mayor. So over the past few months, Deputy Mayor Wilson and I have been working on communications standing committee together to put out a resident engagement survey. Last month we sent out a few reminders. We had over 600 responses from residents answering about 5 questions about different topics when it comes to community communications and how to better inform our residents on things that are happening in town, things that the township committee is doing, just so we have a more engaged public. So with that data, I'm going through it in Excel to analyze it, and I will be meeting with Ms. Wilson and then within the next month to coordinate a strategic communications plan based on the data that we've gotten. So looking forward to going through that. I think some of the results were a little surprising to me personally, but and we had a lot of good comments from residents too, because we had an open comment section and a lot of actually constructive feedback from residents on ways to improve different communications. So looking forward to reporting back on that next month. And that's all for me. Thanks.
I'll remind you of one other thing that you should report on, is the monthly calendar of events.
Yes, that's correct. So last month, we had a monthly calendar of events sent out to you by Municipal Messenger that Virginia and the Business Administrator's Office put together for us. She did a great job putting together. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll see what's coming up in Morris Township during the next month. And I believe the July one came out at the end of June, and we'll be sending out another one at the end of July for the month of August. Whether it's township committee meetings, planning board meetings, board of adjustment, events happening at the pools, concert series, things like that. Residents have it all in one email that they can check out so they can plan their months accordingly. And I encourage everyone to forward that along to other residents to let them know, get on the Municipal Messenger email list so they can just be kept in the know.
Very good. It was really, really nice calendar of events. I really thought it was well done. Mr. Mancuso, nothing to report. Very good. Mr. Arvanites, anything?
Actually, I do. Sorry. With regard to all of the events that take place through the Recreation Department, be it concerts at the pool, concerts at Ginty Field here, and also movie nights. I've participated in 2 of the 3 last concerts, and I watched A Dog's Way Home. Got bit a couple of times by mosquitoes, but
Not by the dogs, though.
but no, not by the dogs. And I would say there was over 100 people that participated in the movie. So I would encourage getting the word out. It's just a great community event, or community events that are available to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Wilson.
I have a couple of points about the Environment, Energy, and Sustainability Standing Committee. We have just yesterday received the draft model ordinance for establishing a plastic bag ban, single use, and we just received it. We've talked offline. We're interested in the concept, and I can imagine us, moving forward with this in some way, but we have to figure out exactly what our next steps are. And we'll be taking those steps and looking at things and communicating with each other and with the public. And I'm not sure exactly what our next steps are going to be, but we will be talking about it. And I also wanted to highlight the fact that the Environmental Commission has established a subcommittee whose job is to work on education and outreach with the public regarding recycling. So I think this is a very important topic, and they are working on it, and I expect to see what they come up with at the next Environmental Commission meeting, which is not until September. But there will be something. I'm very glad to see that.
Very good. Thank you. And I just have 2 minor things for the engineering standing committee, one of which was discussed earlier, but the engineering standing committee did discuss the survey work that needs to be done to put the sidewalk in, and we have the available funding to proceed with the survey work. As discussed earlier, the second thing is last month, some residents came out and complained about the water on Mendham Avenue, and none of them came out tonight, I don't believe. But the engineer has surveyed, to use that word again, available hydrologists, and has done his due diligence by reaching out to engineers in other towns who have used hydrologists, and has gotten the names of 3 qualified hydrologists that have been used in other towns that he is going to reach out to get quotes for or get advice for how we should proceed in Morris Township. So I want to let those residents on Mendham Avenue know that the engineering standing committee has discussed that specific issue. Okay.